Let's see what the boys are up to. He sure spends a lot of time out here. Here are some rocks in his collection. Hey Nick.
Hello.
What's going on?
I am organizing my collection and giving everything a number.
A collection of what?
Fossils, rocks, and minerals.
Fossils and rocks and minerals. Well, what were you working on right here at the table?
I am giving some things a number, like this might be number 106.
Yeah.
I'm out of stickers, but I'd take a green sticker, like this.
Okay.
I'd write its number on there.
Yeah.
And then I'd weigh it and tell how old it is.
So you're organizing your rocks and minerals and fossils in your notebook?
Yes.
What are some of these tools that you have on your table?
I have a digital scale, a magnifying glass, and my dentist tools aren't here right now.
Oh, so you have some tools to kind of pick and clean the rocks?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you show me around? What kind of stuff do you have in here?
Over here is crystal forms of minerals. Like here, you can see some minerals growing up onto a rock here.
Oh yeah, some crystals are growing out.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's called? What is that?
It's crystallizing. Here's some bismuth. It was
Some
grown in
bismuth?
Germany. See, that's another crystal form.
Oh yeah,
of a
that's kind
mineral.
of neat. Do you have some fossils in here you want to share?
All along the shelf, all these are fossils, except for on the top. Some of them aren't on the top, but all these are fossils
Well, why don't you show me some that you collected?
that I got.
Yeah, that you collected yourself.
These are crinoids I got myself.
These are crinoids? What's a
Yes,
crinoid?
it's an animal that lived on the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah?
You see that this is like a segment? Well, the segments would stack up to huge
Yeah?
trees with a head on the top.
Okay.
Not like a head, looks like kind of like a barnacle at the top.
Okay.
That ate things out of the water.
And these are segments from that animal?
Yeah. Their heads are pretty rare, so I don't have any of the heads right now to show
Where'd you collect those?
Actually at a rock pile at a school.
Just a rock pile in town? You just found those in a rock pile?
Yeah, here's the biggest crinoid I found in the rock pile.
Oh yeah, that's a heavy
Compared
one.
to this one, it's pretty big.
What were they doing with these rocks in that rock pile?
They used to be roofing until they took them out and sold them.
Oh, so they use them to put on roofs of buildings?
Yeah, they're the brown pebble rocks you see.
What other kind of fossils have you collected?
These fossils are from mammals I got in Peace River, and also some from sharks and rays.
Some shark teeth?
These shark teeth.
So you collected these shark teeth?
Yeah, and these
Where
ray teeth
did you
and
collect
this
these shark
mammal bone. And Peace River, Florida.
In the Peace River in Florida?
Yeah, and here's a mammal bone. I have a few other mammal bone fragments.
Do you remember what kind of mammal bone that is?
This is from a camel.
A camel toe bone? Let me see it.
It's a camel toe bone.
This is a camel toe bone. And you collected this in the river?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Did you collect any other mammal fossils from the river?
Yes, I did. Here's a sperm whale tooth. That's from a mammal.
Sperm whale tooth, okay.
All of these are just bone fragments from mammals. I don't know what mammal specifically. It's just some bone fragments.
Some bone fragments,
Here's
okay.
a piece of a leg bone from a mammal.
This is a leg bone mammal fossil.
Yeah.
What else? Did you collect any other teeth from the river? You had shark teeth. What else did you collect?
I also collected an alligator tooth.
An alligator tooth?
This is the only one I found for some reason. I also collected this mammoth bone. It used to be a lot bigger. The fragments are over there.
Mammoth bone.
Yeah, there are other fragments over there, but they're pretty small.
How did you collect these in the river?
We used a pan and we scooped up pebbles and we sifted through it and looked for these.
So you scooped them into a sifting pan?
Yeah.
And all the sand and stuff sifted away?
Mhm.
And this is what was left?
Yeah.
Is that the only mammoth fossil you found?
Yeah, it's the only. Actually, no. This was one big piece at one time. This is a mammoth tooth I found.
This is part of a mammoth tooth?
Yeah. It would go like this in the mouth, and it'd be longer, and it would grind here.
What would grind?
The bottom of the tooth here would grind on food.
Oh, that's how it worked. So that's part of a mammoth tooth?
Yeah. Here I have here's another mammal fossil. This is an ear bone from a whale.
How do you know that's an ear bone from a whale?
We looked it up in a book, and we had a few guides that told us what it was.
I
looked it up on the internet too.
And you compared it to other
books and internet and everything else.
Okay. Did you find any big shark teeth in the river?
Yes, the biggest one I found was this one.
This is the biggest one you found? Wow,
yeah.
That's a pretty one. And you labeled it. Is that number 81 or is that number 18?
81.
It's number 81. Okay. What else?
Wait, actually, I think it might be.
Actually, you don't know if it's 81 or if it's number 18.
That's why I have this here.
Check his reference.
Yep, it's 81.
It's number 81. All right. So what other kind of fossils have you collected?
I collected some sponges here.
Some fossilized sponges?
Yeah, and I have a few other things.
Where did these come from?
Michigan.
Michigan? And when were you in Michigan?
To visit, I'm not sure why we visited, but we visited Michigan.
Yes.
On a beach, and there were all these boulders.
Yeah.
And we looked and we found all these sponges. And
we chipped them off of there, huh? What about recently? What was the most recent fossils you collected?
These, all of these ones, they're unlabeled and everything. They're in a rock pile by
these
school.
came out of that same rock pile we talked about a minute ago?
I collect them almost every day after school.
Any other fossils you want to point out?
Yeah. I have some fossilized worms. There are better ones out.
Fossilized worms? Did you just say fossilized worms?
Yeah. See, that's the end. If it were to be cut like this, the worm were long, and you cut it up like this. That's what you're seeing. There's some better ones outside.
So we're seeing the ends of the worms here?
Yep.
When did you collect fossilized worms?
On the way to Gray Fossil Site in Tennessee. That's actually where we are right now. On the way to Gray Fossil on a highway.
On a highway. So we pulled over onside the highway and looked at the rocks to see if there were anything interesting there?
Yeah, and also...
Come show me those rocks out front that you said.
These are some more worms. You see the lines here? These are all worms.
Okay, let me zoom in here. Whoa, yeah, I see them now. Do you remember what those worms are called?
They're night crawlers, and they're index fossils.
Okay.
Because they lived for a short period of time, and that way we know how old the rock is they lived in.
Okay. So it's called an index fossil?
Yeah, so I have some other worms inside.
There are some more inside?
Like this. This is a worm.
Oh, this is an actual worm that you chipped off the rock?
Yeah.
Do you remember how old these worm fossils are?
They're from, I think the Cambrian or something. Precambrian?
I think they're from the Precambrian.
So,
what about some of these stones here? What are these things called?
These are Petoskey stones from Michigan. All these are other trace fossils.
These are Petoskey stones from Michigan?
Yeah.
Show me one.
A polished one? This one.
Yeah, let's see a polished one.
And here's an unpolished one.
And that's what they look like when you collect them, that unpolished part?
Yeah. And here's one that was cut like this instead of like this.
Oh.
See the glacier marks on it? The glacier.
So what is a Petoskey stone? What is it made of?
It's a fossilized sponge that has been rubbed by a glacier and smoothed out and eroded.
So it's a fossilized coral or a sponge?
Yeah.
What are these items up here?
Up here, those are all geodes.
Geodes?
Yes.
These are all nice too.
Those are all geodes also. They're smaller ones.
There's a dinosaur tooth.
Mom, we're doing a video.